Hi everyone, very good morning. Hope you're well. Hope you had a lovely weekend and welcome to Carnation Crafts TV, if I can say it. Lovely Laura's here, hiya.
Hello.
All right.
I'm good, yeah?
Yeah, very good, very good. And of course it's the first Monday of the month, which means as normal, we're launching a brand new collection here at Carnation Crafts. And already loads of you have purchased this, so a massive thank you if you bought this last night. I know it went on Facebook to order yesterday, and a quarter of the stock, oh actually no, not quarter of the stock, 30% of the stock is gone now.
It's getting busy.
It's getting busier and busier and busier. Because what do you, Joys of Summer it's called?
Yes.
What's your kind of summer go-to? What do you like to do most in the summer, apart from sunbathing?
I think for me it's about being outdoors.
Yeah.
I love that the days seem longer,
Yeah.
so I feel like I can do more and I get more done in the day, and
Yeah.
I just feel like I'm outside more instead of...
And bringing the outside in, open up the doors,
Yeah,
open the windows.
yeah, having the windows open, fresh air, feeling the warmth, and not being inside with
Not
the
being
heating
wrapped up all
on
the
and the
time.
cold
Yeah.
and the rain, yeah.
Well, whatever your joy of summer is, I think we've kind of captured it with this. Whether it's gardening, which is perhaps the first thing that people think about, spring and summer gardening, the lovely blooms, but also other things that you like to do outside, getting a bit of DIY done.
Yeah.
Going down the pub and sitting in the beer garden with your mates,
Yep.
things like that. Mowing the lawn, little, everyday things like mowing the lawn could be a real joy. I must admit, that's one of my favourite things to do, mow the lawn.
I really like the smell as well of fresh cut grass. That smell, I think, is just,
I take me out
that's
to
a
the spring
summer
first,
smell.
and then
Well,
all
yeah.
that. Yeah. So what we've got here is basically a collection that encompasses everything that we think joyful about the summer. So we think about the garden, we think about flowers, that's a foregone conclusion. But if you look at the other things here, we've got things for ladies, things for guys, things for the younger and the older generations as well, all encompassed in this one collection. And I think that's why, because it appeals to so many people.
Yeah, I think there's such a mix in here. I think it's such a lovely collection because you do, and we do sometimes say as well, men can be so hard to make cards for.
Yeah.
So, and I think this ticks that box. There's something really pretty about it. You've got something so different, I feel, with the card shapes. We do have a different card shape as well, which works in, but the card shapes work so well. But you've got so much in there with the difference of the themes in there. It is joy of summer, but I feel like this is just a year-round one that you'll use.
Well, the thing is, if this collection is appealing to all of you, and I think it probably is, then your cards you make are going to appeal to all of your customers or all of your friends or family. So I think it's a win-win situation. Now, the deal of this is it's launch day. So the first thing is it's free P&P because you're spending over £50. So we'll get it to your door as quickly as possible. Between you and me, if you order it now, you might even get it tomorrow.
I normally get messages on the shows the second day saying that they're waiting or theirs has just been delivered. It's not unheard of. I normally do get messages.
Because
the
the warehouse, which is behind our studio here, they get visited at 2 o'clock on launch day by the postman, by the van. So if you order now, it'll be on that van at 2 o'clock this afternoon. So it might be tomorrow, could be the day after, but you'll get it very quickly. Let's have a good look at the collection then. What do you actually get? The heart of the collection, any collection, is the card shape. Look at this beautiful card shape at the top. This is called suspended frame card shape. And if I just literally take one of these cards here to show you, if I just open this out, this is the idea behind the suspended shape. So if you open it out, you can actually have that oval suspended in the middle, which is rather gorgeous, but you can use it in lots of other ways. So you get that gorgeous card shape. All of these, by the way, are individually available on the website, carnationcrafts.co.uk, if you want to cherry pick your favourites. The next most important part of the collection, I'd say, is the blooming in sunlight. Now, if you look at all these flowers, you've got corner displays, you've got beautiful sprigs. The colours are fantastic, and as ever, all of the artwork, the vignettes, as we like to call it at Carnation, are there on the website, carnationcrafts.co.uk. Under the download section, you can print all the artwork off for all of this free of charge. Buy the collection, then when you've done that on the website, go to the vignettes, print those off, and then wait for your dies to arrive, hopefully tomorrow. Now, what else have we got? We couldn't have a Carnation Crafts collection without some of the cute characters. Now, we were working this out earlier on. You've got a bunny, you've got a squirrel, and you've got also the cute little fox there that are going about their kind of summer pastime. They're going on a picnic by the looks of it. He's reading a book. Got a bottle of pop down there, of course, as well. What else have we got? Some really lovely sentiments. Now, the sentiments are really unusual compared to what we're probably used to seeing. No best wishes or anything like that. The sentiments are lovely. Another year more wonderful. Isn't that great? Sent with a smile, with quiet thoughts, and your day, your way. Love it, absolutely love it. Never seen those sentiments before, so they're brand new in there today as well. Now, if you go down to the bottom here, you've got your kind of outdoor props. You've got your logs, you've got your benches, your wood, all of that there as well, so you can build up a scene and have the characters sat on the benches and that sort of thing. But then it gets to the kind of whimsical. You've got a beer can, you've got a pint of ale, you've got down here, this is me when I go home tomorrow, this will be me, mowing the lawn. You've got your lawnmower, there you go, and you've also got your fork as well for maybe down the allotment, things like that. There's so much in this collection, it really is overflowing. You've got the drill. Me and a drill, not a good combination. Me and DIY, forget it.
No.
If I hang a picture, it's on the floor the next day. Can't do it. You've got a tape measure there as well. And then over this side, maybe a lovely afternoon in the pub on a Sunday afternoon with the sun shining with your mates playing some darts. You've got a golf ball. My sister-in-law is a golf widow. Her husband
Yeah, my
is
dad.
on the golf course
Yeah.
every minute of
Yeah.
every day. And what else is over there on the other side? Oh, anti-aging cream. Yes, please.
Yeah, and that actually doubles up. So you can, with the artwork, you have it as anti-aging cream or suntan lotion if you were going out in the garden.
Well,
yeah.
I can tick both of those.
Yeah.
Yeah, anti-aging cream and suntan lotion. But the upshot of it is you've got a lovely summer theme, but not just about garden, not just about outdoor picnics. It's about what we all like to get up to when the weather's nice, whether it's outdoor sport, whether it's going to the pub, whether it's doing a bit of DIY and making something in the garage to put in the garden. All those things are covered with this collection too. So it's beautiful, it's feminine when it wants to be, it's masculine when you want it to be as well. And if I just show you some finished cards before we get into looking at the boards and everything, this is the sort of thing we're talking about. Have a little look at this. I mean, who do you know that this card would be appropriate for? You've got the beer cans, you've got the little squirrel down the pub.
That could be for so many different age groups as well, couldn't it?
And if I just show you here, the rabbit lifts up as well. Look at that. How cool is that? Isn't that amazing? Really cute. This next one. Now this is your, I think that's the rabbit. That's your rabbit waitress or waiter. What does that say on the front there? To the king of DIY, may your projects be short, your swearing be mild, and your beer be so cold.
And the sentiments that you can see are a download.
Oh, are they?
And there's a different one for different for the different dice. So there's one aimed at relaxing. There's one aimed at the sport, so the golf and the darts. There's one aimed for just rewards. So the like pun on the word matches in with what you're going to put on the card. So there's one for like in the garden. There's one for DIY.
Okay.
And they're like
are they where you get the vignettes
fun
from?
word. Yes, so they'll be there with your download. So if you're purchasing the collection, you can go now and download the artwork now, ready, and start printing off. And then you can also download the sentiments as well.
Fantastic, I didn't realise that. So they're there as well. Look at this one. This is Sue Dalrymple of the design team that's made this one. Really cool. I must admit, darts is the only sport I'm really good at.
I don't mind. I quite like a game of
I love a
darts.
game of darts.
It's like a relaxing. Saying that, I had a game of pitch and putt on Saturday.
Did you?
Yeah.
Is that like crazy golf, but without the...
Yeah, it was like crazy golf. It was a new bit by me, and it was really good. You had to try and get the ball to go through a Harley Davidson, and then you had to get the ball to go down a waterfall, and it was actually really good.
Are you good at it?
No, I was awful.
But yeah, to go, that's the main thing.
Yeah.
Right, what have we got here? Anti-aging cream on this one, or it could be sunscreen. You choose what you want to print off. But that's using just the oval element of the card shape. So you don't have to go all out and use every bit of the element all the time. You can just use part of it if you want to. But that is really lovely. You've got to know someone pretty well to send them a birthday card with the anti-aging cream on.
I think that's so fun, though. That's my kind of card.
Yeah.
That is just like a fun card.
Absolutely, but you'd have to know the person pretty well for them to get away with it, I think. And then look at that one, isn't that beautiful? So just look at the flowers, if that's all you're after, they are there in abundance, but for those extra special personal touches, the lawnmower, the garden rake and the fork, the beer can, the pint glass, all the other extras. It's all about what we get up to, what we love to do during a summer weekend, during a summer evening, when we finish work, all that sort of thing. Now, if you want to order it, if maybe you're a brand new customer to Carnation Crafts TV, we launch a new collection once a month, usually on the first Monday of the month, and that's what this is. And this is the launch show. I'll give a shout out to some of you on Facebook in a minute. It's $139.99, so that saves you £20 off what the price will go up to at the end of the week. It's $159.99's value. It's $139.99 today. You can spread the cost with our payment plans on the website, of course, as well. But if you would like to go for it today, it's 250801. And be assured that as soon as you place your order with Carnation, the guys next door pick and pack your order straight away. It will be in the van this afternoon in the 2 o'clock dispatch. So you might even get it tomorrow. We can't promise that, but it will be certainly on its way to you today. Laura's got the boards to have a really good look at the detail. Here we go.
Are we going to the boards, or are we going to mention the other one
Oh,
first?
should we do the other one first? Okay. Well, we have got an extra card shape in the show as well, which is just here. So the card shape you get in the main collection is rectangular. But if you have a little look at this one, this is another beautiful ornate card shape. And I've got a couple of finished samples here to show you the sort of thing you can create with it. Look at this. Janine Dawson's done this one. Look at that. That's like a stage. It's like a theatrical stage,
It's
isn't
so pretty, and the florals you can see on the side, those are built into the card base, so you're always going to get those built in. You've got all of the matten layers, you've got that oval in the centre as well, but I've prepped a couple, I think I've tried to do maybe like 7 or 8 demos with this card shape, and every single one I've done has turned out different.
Yeah.
Even though it's
Can
the
believe it.
exact same one, it's the exact same card shape that I'm using, but every time I do it, I just think, oh, but actually if I do this instead of that way, or if I glue this bit instead of gluing that, and they always end up being completely different. So they do look absolutely amazing, exactly how they've been designed to do, but you can do so much more with them, and including the oval as well. You can just use the oval and make card shapes just with that as well.
Now, obviously, we're incorporating the characters and the theme of the main collection with this today, but you can put any of your other previous Carnation collections onto this card shape too. I know lots of you collect the card shapes that Carnation bring out. So this one is called the Stage Reveal card shape. It is like a stage, like a theatre, and it's 250812. It's £44.99 today plus your P&P if that's all you want. If you want to add it to your order with the main collection, of course, it will be free P&P. One more thing before we get to the boards. Every time we do a collection, we have perfect papers, and they are basically cards that have been coloured to match and coordinate with the artwork that Nick and the team have done for you. So there you are. They are 48 sheets, 300 GSM. You can see the colourways that you've got there, so it will go with all of the coloured artwork. Actually, our design team have been using some of those perfect papers, of course, on these card shapes I just showed you. So if you want to add that into your order, seems a sin not to really, because it all kind of goes together so well. £14.99 for your perfect papers, 250813. Okay, boards time. Show you what exactly you get in the main collection.
Right, so we start with the suspended frame card shape. So this is the card shape that you're going to get in the collection. Now this is the bit, you've seen some of the card samples the design team have made where they've used this as a complete card on its own. That's the front of the card and your card is complete. It's such a lovely floral design as well that you'll use that all year round regardless of what season we're in. I was going for you can use that. You've got the mats as well, so you don't need to worry about cutting those out, and you can see you've got lovely detail in those mats as well. Now this part is the bit that's going to pop out in the middle bit. So you had a Cardiff that had it in the centre.
I've got a couple here like that.
Oh, there you go. So this is the bit that's going to be your pop out bit. These tabs are what clip in there, and this little die here is what does all that work for you, because you've got your middle part there. So this you just match up to the center of your card, run that through your die cutting machine, and that gives you your 2 little tabs cut into your card there where these will fit in, and then you have that pop-up mechanism, which again, that mechanism, if you just take that away, you can use that for your Christmas cards, Easter cards, birthday cards. You can use that with absolutely anything at all. And then we go on to Bloomed in Sunlight. Now I think this is going to, on its own, this is going to fly out. I think
Yep.
this is going to be the one. When we went to the NEC a couple of months ago, there was certain floral dyes from collections that people came up to me and was like, have you got this here? Have you brought
Yeah.
this dye here?
Yeah.
This is going to be the next one of them that people will be asking, when is it coming back in? Where can I get that from? Where's this come from? This is going to be the one that people are going to want to get their hands
I mean,
on.
obviously, most of you want to go for the collection. That's where the best value and the discount is. But any of the dyes are available on the website individually. Okay, so if you just want the flowers, if you just want the card shape, all on the website carnationcrafts.co.uk.
Yeah, so you've got your composed floral. They will fit absolutely anywhere. The colourways are obviously going to work with all of the images we've got in there as well. And then you've got this one here that will easily fit into a corner. You can build that up and make it into a circle, an oval. They are just going to fit anywhere. Now, what makes this really special for me is you do have the decoupage that you can add on to these larger flowers, but you also get decoupage and extra parts to build up.
Yeah.
Now, these, you could use these completely on their own and build those into any scene at all. Obviously, you can build them up on top of the florals as well, but they're just so pretty. They're lovely colourways as well that you can use with other collections, and they just fit in anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
You've got the right shapes there to fit them into anything that needs to go. And then you've got perfect flight. So you've got your golf ball and your dart. I mean, for me, anything to make men's cards easier is a win-win.
Well, I tell you what, so that's what Linda McLeod says on Facebook as well. She says, morning Laura, Dave and Bunny. Actually, it's not Bunny today, it's Kat today, directing us. Loving the typically male parts of this set. Need more for the men, she said.
Yes, exactly. As soon as I seen it, that's exactly what I thought. I was like, it's ticking that box of men's, and it's such a lovely set as well. So we've got the dart.
Of course, there were loads of female golfers and female darts players too.
That's what I said
Yeah.
today. I was like, one of my friends, her mum, I think she goes golfing any spare minute that she has. She absolutely loves it. So there's lots that you can mix in. Then we've got the drill and the measuring tape. So again, you've got so many of those kind of themes covered there for men. It could even be like a funny card. Like, you've told me now, Dave, you're no good at hanging up.
I'm useless.
So I would make you a card like that now, with
Just
something
for the hell of
funny
it.
on
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yeah. Then you've got just rewards. You've got your pint and your beer can. Again, I mean, that could be all year round, couldn't it? You know,
Absolutely.
just birthdays,
If there's
any
a water
occasion
pipe
at all.
behind a wall, I drill into it. That's me. I'm the Frank Spencer of
To
the
be
DIY
fair, I
world.
wouldn't trust myself to drill into
No,
a wall,
no.
so I can completely sympathise with you. Then we've got Forever Young. So you can see you've got your sun cream and you've got your anti-aging cream as well. So you can mix those up. I think they're so fun though to bring in.
Yeah.
It's really, really fun.
I think that's the
to
first time I've
use.
ever seen anti-aging cream in a dye
Yeah,
collection.
and me, and I
Yeah.
think it's such a fun one to put in. I mean, even you could give it to somebody into a card, to somebody maybe in their 20s as a joke. You know,
Yeah.
there's just so many ways that you can use it. Then lawn maintenance, you've got your lawnmower and your rake, and I love even the little touch of having the hat on there as well. And then we've got Sunshine Friends. So you've got your animals that you can bring in and your characters to bring in. You've got your mat there, you've got drinks, the cool bucket, and you've got the gift bag. So you can really build up a scene with those if you wish. And then you've got your countryside features as well. So bringing in those scene elements again, you've got all of those there, lovely grounding elements too to build up that scene. And then the last one that comes in that complete collection is the sentiments. I love these.
Yeah, I do
think
too.
they're so lovely.
They're so different.
Yeah, you've got Scent with a Smile, Your Day, Your Way, With Quiet Thoughts, Another Year More Wonderful. So they're lovely sentiments. They're really uplifting as well. Really nice size on these as well. I love the way the Carnation do their font with the different fonts in there. Yeah, I said font
know
and
what
it
you meant.
completely threw me off. Right, and then we've got this stage reveal card then. So this is the separate card shape, okay? Right, and then we've got this stage reveal card then. So this is the separate one that you can see. Now this is the one that I said you can use this in so many different ways to have that pop out in the center. You can use this completely on its own. I will demo it for you, but just to give you an idea of how detailed this is as well. And I love the fact that they've actually included all of the mat and layers.
Yeah.
So sometimes, especially if you've got certain ones that are the same size, you'll just have the one or maybe two, and then you have to die cut those multiple times. You can die cut all of that at once, and you've got all your mat and layers.
Love it. And it's kind of a natural follow-on for the card shape that's in the Joys of
Yes.
Summer, isn't it? Because
Yeah.
that's a rectangular version. This is more the stage shape, which follows on from that rather nicely. So that's available separately for £44.99. Just going to give you a few mentions on Facebook. Do say, but if you are watching us on Facebook or you want to watch us on Facebook, we'd love to hear from you. Jenny Dunk says, hi, I'm watching you. Hi, Jenny, or Janie. Linda McLeod says, morning, Kat. There you go, Kat. You got a hello. Pearl Farrier says, hi there, Laura and Dave. Fellow crafters, managed to get to see you from the start today. Looks like a nice die set. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous die set, definitely. Daphne Rogers, morning, lovely, lovely answer, Dave. Another brilliant collection. Daphne Rogers says, I love the card shape. I collect Carnation Crafts card shapes as the lots of you do collect the card shapes, and if you've got a few, I mean, you'll go back and use them again and again and again. But the main collection launches today. That's the card shape details on the screen at the moment, so that's that one just there, $44.99. If you want the main collection though, Joys of Summer, then that's going to be up on the screen for you in a second. It's launch day today. You're getting in right at the start. When we came on air at 10, it was 30% sold out. So we've got 6 shows planned with this, 3 today and 3 tomorrow. So get in early while we still have the stock, because otherwise you could miss out. Okay, it's that time we cracked on with our first demo of the show. Then I'll go back through what's in here in a few minutes. But Laura, over to you.
Right, so I'm going to start with the card shape first to show you exactly how that comes together. Now, I have done it in a different way, so I'm just going to explain the way first of all.
Okay.
So the card shape, you've got the front. So you've got the mat and layers of this. I'm just going to grab the board so you can see. So you've got the mat and layers there. This you can use then as the front of your card, okay? So you've got your card shape, which is obviously going to go on the front of your card. Mm-hmm. And then what you do is, that die, you've got a little notch. There you go, you can just about see it there. There is the centre part. So that is going to go onto there. Mm-hmm. And then you've got, that's going to die cut your 2 little holes into there where your tabs are going to go. Now I've done that, but on the one that we're doing, I've done it a little bit different. So I've done the exact same thing I've just showed you, but I've scored along the edges as well. So we're going to do this type of card. Now, once you've done that, you need the tabs to go in. So those tabs, you're going to die cut these out.
Okay.
And these are going to sit.
And what do they do?
In there, like that. So then once we've glued them,
is that what the oval sits on?
That, yeah, is going to hold this out.
Gotcha.
Like that.
Yeah.
So then the other one's going to go there. That's going to hold that out like that.
Again, clever engineering.
Okay. But I wouldn't attempt to do this, because there is nothing I hate more than trying to measure something and work it out.
I've never met a crafter that likes to measure.
Hate it. Absolutely hate trying to measure something, because for me, to be fair, I'm saying I hate it. I don't mind, but what really bugs me is I can measure something, and 9 times out of 10, if we need to measure something, we need to measure multiples. You know, it's not like you just need to measure one thing and do one. You need to measure multiples of it, and then you could do 90% of it perfect, and then if you mess up on that last 10%, it knocks the whole thing off.
Yeah, I know what you
and
mean.
then you've got to start again, and then it just, I'm like, no, I'm done. I've tried, it's not happening, I'm not doing it. Right, so I've just glued that in that tab.
And don't forget, the Everyday Glue is on our website. 7 bottles of PVA glue for you. Are you using the right one today?
I am. I
Hey,
purposely
you got your Monday
made
glue.
sure
I'm impressed.
that I had the right one. That's going to go there. And then I'm going to flip that round, and I'm going to glue this on to my card. So if you were using the one I showed you first of all, you do the exact same thing, or maybe you want to cut mat and layers into your cards and do it that way, but you are going to glue the inside, or maybe you've got an insert. You could use the sentiments as well. So the sentiments that you're going to get as a download, you could use that as an insert, cut into the insert,
Yep.
and then have that part in the middle.
Just thinking, you know, bearing in mind this is everything associated with what you get up to in summer, whether it's gardening, going down the beer garden with your mates to the pub, health and beauty, that sort of thing. What is it that you do in summer that you look forward to the most that you perhaps don't do at other times of the year? Let us know on Facebook. What's your favourite summer pastime that you just only do in the summer?
I don't know if I have got one.
Outdoor swimming, Kat says. Yeah, I can see that. I think it's the garden for me. I mean, the garden's a no-go in the winter. But in the
Yeah,
summer,
the summer is the only time that I step foot into my garden.
my favourite time of the year, my favourite bit of the year after, aside from Christmas, is when I get the garden furniture and put it out for the first time. Take it out of storage and actually sit in it.
There's nothing nicer than just sitting outside with a nice cup of tea or a cup of coffee,
Yeah.
and it's just, you can feel the heat on you, can't you? And it's just
absolutely.
like, that is nice.
Is that one of the perfect papers you're using for the oven?
Yeah, so
Right.
this is the, it's like a gingham check design on this one.
So you do have a few patterns on the perfect papers. You've got some lovely spring flowers and a gingham pattern and some plain colours as well, but gorgeous colourways in the perfect papers. Those are your perfect papers. There we go, look. So you can see, it's difficult to see on camera, but you can see there's a slight pattern on some of them.
Yeah, so you've got the gingham, you've got the dainty daisy, and you've got the solids as well. So you've got a mix in there. But it is a nice, I always say with the perfect papers, though, they're lovely colourways to
Yeah.
use anyway, regardless of what collection you're using. They're just really nice papers to be able to bring in. Right, so I've popped that on there. Now I don't want to touch that too much for a minute because I'm scared that it's going to come off. So I'm going to start on the sides. Now, you do get the matte layers to go on the sides of these as well. So even if you are using it as a card shape, or maybe you're using the oval in the center of your card, these will fit perfectly down the side as well. So you could even use this as your card front if you wanted to. So there's lots of ways of actually mixing this one up.
Well, that's what Fiona Abbott did with the anti-aging cream card that I showed you earlier on. Those laughter lines look suspiciously like wrinkles, is one of the verses. All the verses you can print off as well as the artwork too.
They're so fun,
Yeah.
the verses. I can't remember what all of them were. There's,
There are quite a few.
yeah, because you get a sheet for each one. So there's like one aimed as the garden, there's one aimed for the darts and the golf.
Okay. And they're all free.
I have got some in my bag, but I've used them, so I don't have one of everything there.
So when you're printing the artwork off, look out for the verses, print those off at the same time because they all relate to the themes in the collection. I mean, what other card or craft company do you know that gives so much? You know, give you the free artwork, they give you verses too. All you got to do is buy the dies and the rest of it's free.
Yeah, and you know, it's like little things like that make such a difference. And I think one of the things for me, I thought, especially for men's cards, because sometimes you don't want something too like, you know, too mushy.
No.
And then but you want to make it a bit more personal than just like just happy birthday, or you know, you want to make it a bit fun. So I thought having the sentiments in there, or those quirky little sayings, were just such a nice idea to go in with them.
Yeah, and some of them are really sincere, others are really kind of tongue-in-cheek humour, which is always appropriate, I think.
Yeah, I can't. I'll have to grab one of the sheets because I
Okay.
don't have all of them. But yeah, there are some fun ones on there. But you do have some on there, you know, like happy birthday, and some meaningful ones on there as well. Like,
I'll tell you what we'll do, we'll print some off actually in between shows, so when we come back at 12, we'll have a few sheets to show you. And you can have a look now as well if you're on the website, carnationcrafts.co.uk. You go to the download section, that's where you'll find the vignettes and also the verses.
yeah, if you do have a look, let us know which one's your favourite.
favourite? Yeah,
which one's your
absolutely.
favourite one? I think the the sporty one, the one with the darts and the golf, is mine.
Is that the one that's in one of these finished samples? Or?
It might be, but I think the ones with the sentiments for them are really good.
And what, are they funny?
Yeah, they're kind of like, I can't remember what they are. I think one of them is like,
Oh, I've got one here. May your drives be long and your putts be short. Enjoy your day.
yeah, and they bring it in. Like, I think one of them is like, I hope your birthday's on par, or
Right, got you.
I think one of them was, I think it was like, I hope your birthday is a bullseye or something like that. I just like the way that it comes in
Okay.
to the play on words with the actual die.
I've got a few more finished cards to show you actually after the demo, so we'll have a look through them.
Yeah, I just think they're really fun. But, and especially, like I said, for mail cards, because it's just something a bit different to put on there as well.
And these triple layers in the corners look really opulent, really, really smart.
Yeah, and you don't have to worry. The best thing about trying to measure these, because all I've done is just die cut these out, so you don't have to worry about going in, measuring anything or cutting anything.
All the measuring's been done for you,
All
basically.
done for you, yeah, which is amazing. And then because you do get these, like I said, you could have the oval in the centre and have your card shape complete just out of these, or then you've got the other one. There's just so much in there to use. By the time you mix and match them up, like I've obviously been prepping for these shows, and I don't think I've done two card shapes the same.
No.
From using the two card shapes, obviously the one in the main bundle and this one, and the other one, I haven't done two the same, so they really are really versatile.
Now, Daphne Rogers on Facebook says, Dave, what's the name of the card shape in the collection, please? And thanks. Daphne, the one in the collection is called the suspended frame card shape, okay? That will be on the website in the bundle, but it's also available separately. That's the one that's the rectangular, which is what is that the one you're using at the moment? It is, isn't it? Yeah. So it's called, the suspended frame card shape, okay? Thanks, Daphne, for your question. Any more questions, any more comments? Keep them coming in on Facebook and YouTube.
Alright, I'm just putting the last corner bit in. That's going to sit there. And then that is going to pop out then, like that. Okay,
Excellent,
so
yep.
let's add in, you've got the mats to go on your ovals. So you see how you don't have to worry about absolutely anything at all. So we're going to stick those on.
So all the arduous work of measuring, getting all the angles right, that's all been done for you. You and I then get to do the fun bit, just put it all together.
Yeah, and all you've got to do is just decide what colourways you're going to do, what perfect papers you're going to cut out with, and then for me, anytime I make something like this, that's the bit that's the enjoyment part of it, is when you get to decorate it, when you get to go in and put all of your dies down. So the fact that you can just, do a couple of runs through the die cutting machine and you've got something like this that you can just straight away go into. You don't have to worry about anything. Go in and decorate. It just makes life so much easier. Right, I'm going to add in some of these florals next. So these are those lovely flowers that you're going to get in the bundle. So bloomed in sunlight.
Now do remember, when you're printing off your artwork, we call them vignettes at Carnation, you've got the option of printing single-sided or what we call mirrored vignettes, which are double-sided. So you can have a left and a right of something, a front and a back of something. If something's going to be on display or visible from behind, always print the double-sided vignettes, which are the ones with the lines down the middle.
So you're going to score on that line, or just fold it in half. I always use a wet glue on the back. I know the girls here use spray glue. Whatever you find easier, glue that together, and then you'll have one like that then, where you've got the artwork on both sides, or depending on what you're going to do with it, obviously you can print it out like this, so it is single-sided, so that you won't have that line there, so you can just cut those out. So it depends what you're going to do with them, what way you want to print them out.
Mm-hmm.
Right, now I am going to
Now the collection, remember, it's launch day today. 40% of the stock has gone now. We came on air with a quarter and it leapt up to 30% straight away. Now 40% of the entire stock of this collection has gone. I'm not at all surprised because I think most of you say to us over the years, it's tough to make cards for men. So what we've got here today is, I'm not saying they're just for men. These are for men, women, old, everybody, because it's pastimes. You know, lots of ladies like DIY. Lots of ladies like darts and mowing the lawn as well, but they're also masculine things too. A pint of beer down the pub, a tin of lager or something like that. So if you struggle with like teenagers cards, boys cards, men's cards too, this is perfect, but also for the ladies as well. There's a bit of something for everyone in this, I think. It's what you enjoy in the summer. That's what this theme's all about.
Yeah, and I think you do. You just have something in there for everybody. And I do think that this will just last all year round as well, because even though it is joys of summer and we do play more sport or go out in the garden more in summer, but I feel like they can be all year round, because I know, like my grandfather, he lived in his garden. He used to grow veg, they had flowers, everything, but he was in the garden all the time. You could not get him in the house. He was just in the garden all the time. So, you know, certain things, and like my dad will play golf all year round. He's out every week playing golf. So certain things I know would just last all year round that you could mix in. Now I've added in those florals on the side. So I've just added in 2 of each one. And then for the next bit, I've got the same one, but I've just cut it down. So you can see I've just cut the edges off just to bring that in a bit, because that is going to sit there like that. Now if you are doing a card like this where it's going to move, okay, you can either glue one side of it, because obviously this circle is going to score in half, that's going to fold.
Yeah.
So you can either glue one side of it, so this side is going to stick out, or you can fold these in half and glue them either side, so this folds with it. So you've got different options, okay? I'm going to just glue one side for now so I can lift it up, but you've got different options of what you want to do. Okay, so that is going to stick there like that. Now because I've cut some of the edges off, because I didn't want this to go into these side panels anymore, but what I am going to do, because I do want to just bring it up this way a bit more, those decoupage pieces, you will use these not just with this collection, with so many collections, because these are just so pretty to add in. And that's what I'm going to do now. I'm just going to add some into this flower arrangement here just to bring those up. So I'm going to add one there.
And the way they've been designed, the shapes just beautifully work with the shape of the oval and the shape of the curved corners. Everything's been thought through. Oh no, we're actually going to get some sentiments brought into us actually that have been printed off. So thank you, Nick. Say hi, Nick. Hi. Hi. Camera shy.
For a
Camera
split
shy.
second then, I thought you were going to get him on the spot and he was going to come in and actually say hello.
Oh dear, I'll read some of these out after you've done the demo.
Right, well I'm going to just stick some of these decoupage flowers on if you want to read them out while I'm doing that.
To the man who treats the lawn like a ritual and the mower like a sports car, that's me. Have an amazing day. The lawn is my thing, that's my thing at home. Thank you for planting seeds of wisdom is another one. You're outstanding in your field. We're rooting for you. Green thumbs and a golden heart. Wishing you a birthday full of sunshine, fresh blooms and 0 weeds.
They're so lovely,
yeah,
aren't
great,
they?
aren't they? Another one here. Birthdays are like beer, they shouldn't be counted. As you get older, working on a 6-pack means something completely different. Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? And all these you can print off with your vignettes, which is fantastic. And they're free. Save water, drink beer instead. You're brilliant. You're the best husband by par for the golf. The only iron I know how to use. Oh, there, yeah, the golfing iron. Yeah, brilliant. May your drives be long and your putts be short. Enjoy your day. You're the best dad by par. Yeah, I see what you mean.
They're
really,
lovely,
really,
aren't
yeah,
they? Absolutely lovely. And you know, the fact that you do have the different ones there that you can fit into all of the different images, they just work so well. And like I say, especially for male cards, I think they're just absolutely perfect.
You've nailed fatherhood and the wall accidentally twice.
You fix everything, including bad days. I like this. Life doesn't come with a toolkit, it comes with a husband.
They're just so nice, aren't they? And do you know, there's something different as well.
And do you know, I think my most fond memory this summer, this probably says a lot about me. You know, if you've got garden furniture and you've got cushions and stuff,
Yeah.
you're always having to put them in storage,
Yeah.
like in the boxes, because there's going to be a rain shower overnight or raining in the morning or something. And there was a period of time about a month ago where we had a spell of like 30, 32 degrees for about 5 days.
Yeah.
So the furniture was out and the cushions were out. And I was sat in them. Late afternoon, my other half came home and had stopped at one stop to get some beers, chilled beers. And we sat there and just had a cold beer
Yeah.
late afternoon. That was the best moment. It just
Yeah.
felt so good.
And it's especially when it's later as well. So when it's like 8 o'clock, 8:30, 9 o'clock, and it's still light outside. And I love it. I just feel like I get so much more done. The day just seems so much longer. That's one thing I really miss. As much as I love going into autumn and winter, I really miss about summer is just the late nights and just it being bright. You know, it's bright early in the morning, it's bright late at night. I love that.
We invested this year in one of those little fire pits. You know,
Oh,
the ones
yeah,
bioethanol ones.
Yeah.
They're brilliant. So you can sit outside and you've got a little fire going, completely safe. Daphne Rogers says, I'm back. Just bought the collection and the additional card frame. Thanks for this men's collection, she says. Well, it's kind of all round, isn't it, Daphne, really? Not just for men, for women, young and old as well. Lorraine Townsley says, what weight of paper do you print with, please? Okay, Laura, what do you print on?
If I'm printing out the vignettes, I'll tend to do it on 120 because then by the time you do your double-sided, so like if I've printed this on 120 and I've stuck it back to back, that's now 240.
Yeah.
So you've got a 240 piece of card there. The backgrounds, I tend to do it in the 210. Sentiments, I'll probably do the same because I'm not sticking those back to back.
No.
So I'd use a thick, and I'd use the 210 if I was doing a single-sided as well.
Right.
So I'd only use the lighter weight if you're doing the mirrored.
So Lorraine, if you want the paper, we suggest and really strongly recommend ProPrint paper.
Yes.
Because that's what we use. So if you want to get the same colour brilliance and definition and the same luxury finish to the artwork, ProPrint is on our website. All the different GSMs are on our website as well. Incorporate that into your order if you want to as well. At the same time, then you'll get exactly the same. Because all the design team guys and girls, they use ProPrint too. So if you're loving the samples, don't print on inferior paper because you won't get the same colour saturation.
No, and it makes such a difference. Go onto a Carnation Crafts group and you'll see so many messages on there where people have written, you know, I've used ProPrint for the first time and they can't believe the difference when they've used it. And there's loads of pictures in there as well where, you know, if you do get it and you're getting it for the first time, it's something off.
Yeah.
On your normal paper that you've been using, and then print off in your ProPrint.
Well, that just to show you, this is what Nick gave me a few minutes ago. These are the first that have been printed. You actually pay for ship to probably is actually your belt to last, your hardest papers, and your tool custom collection, and that's saying something. You built the made for us. A man of many months. The drill, happy birthday. Maybe a little duct tape. But all those sentiments there, print those absolutely free of charge when you print your art vignettes. Yes, by going to carnationcrafts.co.uk download section. Okay. Now for those that have just switched on, just tuned in, just got up. Look at this. This is the brand of this has gone. I think ticking every box for those that love this. And very often, those are the catered for more than any else. It's flowers, not a fly. And then if you think about the other pastimes, all their hobbies that they've got, that's what this collection is about. We're looking at summer, and they're thinking about exactly what you do during the summer. So have a look here. You've got the card banks, you've got the sentiments, the beer, you've of course the drill and everything else. You've got boulders and the seat lawnmower, things that you associate with that. So if you want to go for it, it's £99 and 99. I'm going to take a short break, but we'll be back and we'll go away there.